sir. We congratulate your efforts in the Governor Brown administration in subsidizing the fuel subsidy in order to make transportation easy for Deltans. Now, sir, we would like to know the process of this, because some Deltans too would like to understand how this thing works, so that when they go to various transportation centers, they will know what to do.
Yes. How it works, you realize that from the last count, after the commissioning of the 100 buses, we have well over 500 buses in operation in Delta State. And we're expecting another 50 mp4 buses, and 130 goods, and 1,000 tricycles, 800 for people, passenger, and 200 for cargo goods. And the way it works, the SLSA was very, very explicit in its directive. They are directed all beneficiaries, I'll call them operators of the mass transit, Delta State mass transit scheme, to revert back to the good price. And then from our investigation, we discovered that the good price is a little ambiguous, because people were trying to be mischievous. And that informed His Excellency personally moving to the Delta line loading bay 2 weeks ago. And we discovered that what they were looking at as good price was the price before the removal of fuel subsidy. They actually had 3 price regimes. One before the Christmas, which they did on their own. Then after the Christmas, the fuel subsidy removal crept in, and they were now taking the one of before the Christmas. And the SLA said no, it has to be before Christmas and before the fuel subsidy removal. So as I'm talking to you, the right way to charge is before Christmas, and the SLAs are directed that people, all operators of the mass transit, Delta State mass transit that are using our vehicle should go back to that era, and the state government will be responsible for the difference. If you are supposed to be charging 400 naira and they're charging 150, the state government pays 250 to make it up for you. So there's no loser in the game. That is to say, Deltans actually are boarding the Delta State mass transit scheme with the mind. They should know at the back of their mind that the government is paying part of their fare. That is how it works.
Governor took note of some bad buses, and he gave them notifications to start repairing those buses. And he also said some things about prices to go down so that the state government will pay for them. Have these people started working on the buses and the prices?
Yes. As of today, about 6 of the buses that were hitherto considered unserviceable on the route, they put 6 back on the route. No, some are very bad, but the ones that are redeemable, they have done about 6. Talking about the price regime, they've all reverted back to the good price as directed by His Excellency, because we have actually strengthened our monitoring effort. We have invigorated it, and the short line, we've gone into a uniform era, and we're bringing all the operators to be part of the training. I think the training starts tomorrow again for 2012, and the new persons that are joining the scheme for monitoring. The training starts tomorrow, and the operators are going to be part of the training.
Excellent. So what you're trying to say is this training employs Deltans, so
yes,
it creates job opportunity
yes,
for Deltans too. Okay, so what about the riverine area? Anything about transportation?
Yes, like I said before, the state ESCO has approved 130 water buses for the riverine mass transit, and in the coming weeks, hopefully by the grace of God, next week I will be visiting myself and my team from this director of visiting our marine in Port Harcourt to see the level of completion that they've done. We are looking at 130 robots. From all understanding, we have about 45 ready, but we need to do pre-inspection before they can bring them down, because the moment they are here, it shows we have accepted whatever they have done. So we want to be sure that actually they work, the production is as per our specification. So we'll be going there to check, and in the coming weeks too, we'll be visiting Brazil to see, because the Marco Polo buses are almost ready, and we are going to inspect. But there are some specific specifications that I requested for, like all over the world now is fiber glasses and fiber along what you call the bumpers. But because of our small road and our driving habits in Nigeria, we're not looking at fancy products, we're looking at lasting products. So I have requested for our bumpers to be cast made, iron made, so that even in case of any impact, it won't affect you, because if you don't do that in the short while, you have most of the buses started. If you look at the higher buses are already facing such issues. So we are trying to do, because they are tailor-made, they don't just manufacture and buy them off the shelf. It's something that you have to request for, you pay, and they produce for you. So they are producing an agreement in my specification. I need to go check to be sure that the product will buy the customers.
Then one last one, sir. Any advice for road users when they are traveling for road safety reasons?
Well, the key advice that I have for road users, one, they should first, Deltans should key into the good work SSS is doing by providing these buses for them. They should use the buses. They should maintain the maintenance of the buses should not be left for the Ministry of Transport alone, or Delta Line, or our corporate. And especially, I tell them, when it comes to monitoring, everybody is involved, all Deltans should be involved, because when you board the bus and you see what you don't like, it's for you to raise alarm. If you raise alarm, it will help. And for other road users, life has no duplicates. People should know what to do at the right time. If you are not well, don't drive. If you are even not driving, don't distract the person that is driving. And if everybody takes the next person driving along the road as a madman, I think the state will be a better place.
Thank you very much.